Missed 4 days, man. So second stream of the day. Let's go. Let's wrap this up. 1:30. But yeah, we are going to push through these boys. Let's go. Dum, 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 dum. Elijah Mello, I see you. I see you. What's good? What's good, man? See if the game works. If you try and drop, game's gonna play, man. Let's go. Alright, where were we? We were looking at some React. I thought this was done, though. Okay. Add event listeners. We didn't do that. Callback as props. Is that the one we just finished? Callback as props is done. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh no, we've finished the lifecycle method, but so that they weren't too important. So okay. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Minimize that bad boy. All right, what are we doing here? Add event listeners. The component did mount method is also the best place to attach any event listeners you need to add for specific functionality. React provides a synthetic event system which wraps the native event system. All right, synthetic. This means that event system behaves exactly the same regardless of the user's browser, even if the native events may behave differently between browsers. So you've already been using some of these synthetic event handlers, such as onClick. React synthetic event system is great to use for most interactions you'll manage on the DOM elements. However, if you want to attach an event handler to the document or window objects, you have to do this directly. So attach an event listener in the component that mount my component. Component that mount. This does state the message. Okay. So what's what? Add an event listener. Oh my god. Why is my laptop heating up like crazy? Just get rid of that. Alright, that should be good. An event listener for key down events, and these events trigger key down. You know, I think we can make it bigger while we do this. Attach an event listener for key down events and have this event trigger the callback handle key press. Handle key press, okay. How do you do that? You can, oh, there you go. You can use document the add. I mean, that's the same as this vanilla JS, right? Okay, so it's going to be on key down, and then it's going to call handle key press capital P. Okay, key down on key down, run handle key press. Then in component will mount, remove this same event listener document dot remove event listener. Remove. It's good practice to use the lifecycle method to clean up and recommend before they are automatically destroyed. Is that what we do? Oh wow. Does it need to be one of these? What did I miss? Key down. I don't need one of these. Oh, we need to remove a key down. I was spelled it wrong. Document. But event listener is okay though. Document.add event listener, which takes the event in quotes. Right, okay. Handle key press. Maybe we don't need those two. No, it doesn't like that. Well, because I'm missing a square bracket. Oh, do I have to go this dot handle key press? I don't think so, because I've already done this. I did need to do that. Okay. Hey, what's up, Stu? Hey, man. I'm glad you're here, like my guardian angel, man. You have no idea. This is important. This is okay. All right, this is very important. I need to remember that. Yeah, because it's this dot handle. Because you're taking the method from this component, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we're binding it to this. Because I remember when you can bind it to a component outside, and then that would be whatever outside component. We could do that too. Oh, good man. I'm trying to pack up here. I'm moving to another place next month. Oh, nice. Moving outside of South Africa. Oh, just nearby. Come down to UK, man. I'm gonna save you a spot. It's like 3 a.m. You're packing at 3 a.m. And I didn't pack until the day before. Only evens. Oh no. Oh, what was that? I think this This because you're referencing into a property that belongs to an instance, and no, I'm not getting out of the country anytime soon. This because you are referencing to a property that belongs to the instance. Man, I still need to get used to that. Instance and objects. I'm more comfortable with functional stuff than all this like object stuff. The new keyword and yeah, that still trips me up. I haven't practiced those enough, you know. Um, yeah, what am I doing? Here's what I'm doing. Okay. Also, I haven't heard anything about the delivery for the stickers, man. Well, we think it might be stickers, maybe not. The secret Christmas gift. Are you upgrading? Are you moving to a nicer place, a better place, nicer neighborhood? Okay, optimize re-renders with should component update. So far, if any component receives a new state or new props, it re-renders itself and all its children. This is usually okay, but React provides a lifecycle method you can call when child components receive a new state and declares specifically if the components. The method is should components update and then takes next props and next state. Interesting. Okay. This method is the usual way to optimize cheaper place also with my girlfriend. Awesome, awesome. Congrats. Well, I'm gonna assume you're living by yourself right now, so congrats. Even if you've already living together, you're gonna move in again at cheaper place. Also, congrats. Hope it's good to save money. All right. For example, that hey, if you save some money, you can buy your monitor, so you can, or yeah, so you can stream. I think you were waiting for a monitor, if I remember right. This method is used to optimize performance. For example, the default behavior is that your component re-renders and restore new props, even if the props haven't changed. So you can use prevent measures from the boolean. You can compare the current prop, desktop props to next props to determine if you need to update or not, and return true or false accordingly. The should component update method is added in a component called only events. Should the component update takes next props and next state. Should I update? Return true. Webcam and a 1080p monitor. My current is 4K. Wait, isn't 4K better? You can't stream with the 4K monitor? Man, in my first few streams, I was streaming up my laptop monitor. I didn't even have an external monitor. Actually, I should probably go back to that because I think I'm streaming in 1080p. Can you read my text and stuff? Let's double check. I'm pretty sure I am 1080p. Settings. Stream. Yeah, 1080p. Well, yeah. Resolution is 1920 by 1080. 60 frames. Maybe the bitrate is a bit too high. Wait, let's go down to 4500. I don't think it's gonna hurt as much. Or magnify my screen, which looks horrible. Yeah, all good. Was working. Yeah, dude, I had a problem. So I got the LG 49 inch and it's ultra wide. So I had to break my screen into 2. That's the only way I can stream. Otherwise, it's all messed up. So yeah, that would be a problem. That would definitely be a problem. Well, addition is working, but it should only add evens. Looks like. What are we doing? Currently, this method returns true, so only evens renders every time it receives a new prop. Modify the method so only evens updates only if the value of its new props is even. Click the add button and watch the order in the browser. So only evens is a component. Should component update next prop update. Render this props value. And then what do we have? Controller extends. Class to controller. This to add value is this value mine this. Add value this is date +1. Button on click. Add. Only evens value. Only evens value is this dot state dot value. Okay. So we need some kind of if statement, right? If how do you know something's even? Something divided by. I know we can use modulus. I'm gonna Google that. I forgot modulus to find if even. If a number is divisible by 2 with no remainder, then it's even. Okay, so number modulus 2 is 0. Yeah, we can do that. If I guess if next props. Wait, hang on. What's props most state? What's props? Okay, state value is 0. Okay, state is just a value. All right. So if next props modulus 2 equals 0. So that's basically saying if it's even. Wrong way to use props. Wrong way to use props. Let's reread. Refer to line 18. This dot props dot value. Oh. Oh, you mean dot value. I mean that's what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. If the next prop Wait, what is this code actually? How does it know what's the next prop? Next prop is gonna be so only evens is that did update and it just renders. So this is just rendering h1 there. Not this, but the dot value. Oh, we don't need a this. We don't need a this. Oh, that's like how we didn't need this when we did this. Yeah. Input value. No. Yeah, like here count. We didn't really use this on these. Okay. Discord. Okay. Okay. I'm really fucking up that bad, huh? All right. All right. Okay. While you're hopping, oh, you already here. You're already here. Hey, man.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. I'm using my work PC because I'm packing up my personal one.
Oh yeah.
But with from line 5 should component update. Reason why we're not using this is because uh, next props is passed in already as an argument within the function, so we have access to it. That's like functional programming for from every other place. The only instance where you're going to be using this is when you want to access something that belongs to a class. Uh, like at the end of it all, these components are classes. If starts with a class, the
Mm-hmm.
behavior has to be relative to the class. All this extra magic, these should component update things, all come from React.component. So they're inherited from that parent component, parent class, I mean. So this guy, that method is called by React, I guess, when it's doing some funky stuff, whether to render or not, and then your component then decides whether to re-render or not. So that's what you're basically doing here, what they want, I suppose.
Right.
And they give you two things: next props and next date. Because when creating a component, remember props are passed in through the constructor, and you can do whatever you want with them. You re-render, you do whatever. And same with states also. You can create your own states within the component. And then when something changes within your state, that should component update will be called, and then whatever's inside will be executed. What the hell is this? Yeah, so that's why I said you shouldn't use this for the next props. It's because it's being passed in already for you, so you have access to it within the scope of
Right.
this function.
Okay.
And to bring back scope, I'm not sure if you got to a point where you understood a little bit about scope,
Li-
and this is a good opportunity to do that.
okay.
So from line 1 to line 20, you have one complete component.
Right.
Before anything else, there's a global scope. I'll just say it's a global scope because I think that's what FreeCodeCamp is giving you. Everything in a file. It's like a global scope. Whatever variable you create before line 1 will be accessible by anything inside the file.
Right.
And then a level deeper is inside class only events, or a component only events. That's another scope that is accessible to the class. And because of now the rules of how you declare classes or you create classes is you have to like create the properties and functions or methods of that class. And you have methods, you have the default method constructor,
Right.
you have should component update, you have component did update, and you have render. Those are how many? Four? And those
Yeah.
guys all share the space of the class scope, the scope of the only events class. So any property that's declared inside of it can be like if it were possible to create a property or a variable in line 2,
Right.
you'd be able to access it. Because it's a class, I don't think you can. So
I can't. I can't do this.
yeah, yeah, I don't think they'll allow you to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Why can't I?
Because a class has to be different.
It's
A
different.
class has, yeah. If you
Okay.
remove constant, then yeah, there's like some different way of declaring props and classes than it is like
Ah.
when you writing functional code.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you can only use your constant let inside functions or the global scope. Now
Ah,
that's the scope of the class. The only difference is you have to declare things differently, but it's still a scope nonetheless. And then each and every function, because of every opening brace and closing brace, you actually opening and closing a scoped area.
okay.
Like for instance, inside a constructor, you can create let const variables and use them however you like. Also available in that scope are arguments passed into the constructor, which in this case it's only props,
Right.
which is why super is not called with this dot props because it has access to props already that are passed into it.
Okay. Interesting.
And yeah, so for you to access props inside should component updates, like props for the class, you don't have access to the constructor's scope, but you have access to the class property. So you can use this for that. You just do this, and then you have access to everything that belongs to a class.
Okay.
But other than that, you don't have access to anything else. In a case of should component update, from the get-go, you're given next props and next dates. So
Right.
those variables that belong to the scope of this method should component updates. So you don't have to use this dot these properties because you have access to them already. They belong to the scope already. And in terms of instances, I think to explain that one, I'd say a class. Think of a class as a living thing. I think it helps me with that one. And
Okay.
characteristics are the properties like eyes, hair, teeth, props, state.
Okay.
uh, and those guys, to use them to walk, you have to use this dot to say that I'm referencing what belongs to me. And in cases where you're using something from somewhere else, you're going to start with props, because React uses props to name something else, rather call them properties. Unless you're being specific, you're talking about React props.
Okay. Okay.
It,
All right.
yeah, I think these guys who are making these frameworks put us in a bit of trouble with using props as the name of this thing.
All
But
right.
it's essentially just properties, shorthand for properties. Uh, yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, man, I want to get that one clear, and you're doing good so far. And
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. All
yeah,
right.
no need
Props.
for this when you're accessing local stuff. Yeah, it's local scope. Shit, this word. Anyway,
Okay.
cheers.
Cheers, man. Thanks. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? Hey, what's up, man? Let's go. Drio. Drio? What's a Drio? Drop. Almighty Rads, what's up? What's going on? Dude, I'm about to land. Almost. No, no, no. Tilt to the left. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, what are we doing here? So console log, if next props, you can compare the current. Um, Even if the props haven't changed, so you can use should component update to prevent comparing the props. This method must return a boolean, the value that tells React whether or not to update the component. You can compare the current prop, the sub props, to the next props to determine if you need to update or not, and then return a true or false. The should component update method added in. Currently, this method returns true, so only modify the method so only evens updates if the value of its new props is even. So if next props value is even, If it's even, it needs to update. But what is it gonna update? It needs to update the state, right? And the state would be the next state. Hard miss. If even return true, else return false. Right. But do I need to use the next state somewhere? I don't know. Let's see. So if it's even, which is here, return true. Well, I guess if I just do that. Okay, that works. But I didn't need to use next state. Why did they add it in if I don't need to use it? It's a bit confusing, man. I'm gonna try talking in South Africa. I can't do it. It's such a hard accent. South African accent. I can't do it. It's so bad. It's just she didn't need it any other time. Right. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Next props. All right, let's move on. I think we're 70% now. 74. Inline styles. There we go. There are other complex concepts that add. Oh, does Vue.js also do the same thing? Props and properties. That add powerful capabilities to code. But you may be wondering about the most simple problem of how to style the JSX. You likely know that it won't be exactly the same as working HTML because of the way you apply classes. The way you apply classes. Let's see if we remember it. Const. And a class to this div. Class was done. Oh, class name. Uses class name, right? How do we? Yeah, Vue.js processes are similar with React uses, but not the same in that way. Okay. Class name might. Is that how you apply it? Oh, to the div, not. Okay. So it's class name instead of just class. So they're not reading. Yeah, div. I need to read more, man. Read more. That's why I got glasses, man, so I can read. If you import styles from style sheet, it isn't much different at all. You apply a class to JSM using the class name attribute and apply styles to your class in your style sheet. Another option is to apply inline styles, which are very common in React.js development. You apply inline styles to JSX styles there. That was just HTML. In JSX, you use style attribute, but because of the way JSX is transpiled, you cannot set the value to a string. Instead, you set it equal to a JavaScript object. Here's an example. This will be good to take note of, I think. Inline styles. I feel like just the way I learn is just funny, and I think it makes you kind of go, "Why are you doing that? Like, it's this." I feel like you do that on your end. I just imagine Stu just going, "Come on, man, read." You know when you watch like a sports game, you're like, "Kick the ball! Oh, he's open, pass to the open guy," that kind of stuff. I just imagine in my head you doing that on the other side of the screen. All right. all the time. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. You're like, just read. It says right there, like div. Oh, that's funny. Okay. It's also weird when it's weird when I come back and look at the streams. Like sometimes I go back and look at my older stream, and I can see it when I'm watching a stream. I can see everything, but when I'm reading, I get tunnel vision into like specific things. Yeah, very odd. Okay, so you put in an object, color yellow. Okay. Notice how we can't make it to font size properties because React will not accept kebab case. Kebab case. I didn't even know that was a thing. React will apply the correct property name for us to use in HTML. Will apply the correct property name for us in the HTML. Okay. Add a style attribute to the div. Div, right? Make sure it's a div. There's only a div, so I can't go wrong there. Style equals. We need one of these squiggly stuff, and then we need another squiggly stuff because it's an object. To give text a color of red. And then just go color red. Right. Does it need to be one of these? Whoa, what's going on Discord? Okay. Oh crap! Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Not right now. No. Okay. Remove the semicolon. Okay. We need a comma, not a semicolon. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Give a text color red and font size. Okay. Font size of. Well, font size and media fonts. Oh, he doesn't like the dash. He doesn't like kebab case. We need one of these. Kebab case. 72 pixel. Hey, what's up, bud? Man, I haven't spoken to you in a week. How you doing, man? How are you? How are you? Wait, I don't need pixel. It automatically knows that it's pixels. Look at that. What if I do this? Still works. Alright, I'm gonna specify the PX. I was wondering how it's going on inside. You're still rocking JS. Man, I haven't streamed since Monday. I streamed earlier today. Yeah, I've been crazy busy. Man, so much shit went down at work this week. Yeah, I just didn't have time, man. So I'm catching up. But we're still rocking JS. How about you? What have you been working on? Yeah, I've been rocking JS, and I've been giving Sudoku many heart attacks for like misreading text and just making silly mistakes. Oh, actually, dude, it says right here why it says PX. Omitting the units, PX, or you can write PX. That's why it was working. All right. %. I am planning on dropping some courses and focusing on portfolio projects the next 2 months, and I'm available 7-8 person projects now. I have a complete 7 to 8 personal projects. Can you list what they are, or are they super secret right now? You want to list them once they're ready, and just show off the final form. Dropping some courses too. That's sick. Well, 4 already close to finish. As was one of those the 3D or n dimensional chess thing. Pretty insane. Uh-oh, I think my computer just crashed, guys. Already close to finish. As was one of those 3D or n dimensional chess thing. Insane.